coming to you live from the North Pole. I was so excited this year when Miss Crystal and Miss Jaimee called me and asked if I would be willing to take over their social media for a virtual story time for everybody this year. We were all wondering what we were going to get to do about story times this year with everything going on in the world, and we are so glad that the North Pole finally got Wi-Fi! Yay! So we're going to give it a minute, see if anybody's here. I am Jaimee Jingerbread. You may remember me coming to you from years past. We usually come and we go and we read to some of the schools and some of the daycares, and we always come see our friends at the public library. And so since we can't come in person this year, we are coming to you digitally. So I hope you're excited to come and watch and join in. Go ahead and say hi in the comments. Let me know if you're singing the songs with me. We're going to sing a few songs, read a couple of books, and then I'm going to tell you about a take-home kit that you can pick up at the library that I sent to Miss Jaimee and Miss Crystal so that they could have ready for all of you that I would normally bring myself, but we send it digitally this year. So, good morning. Are you ready to get started? Let's get our hands loosey-goosey, and we're going to start with the more we get together, okay? Are you ready? The more we get together, the more we get together, the happier we'll be. 'Cause your friends are my friends, and my friends are your friends. The more we get together, the happier we'll be. Good job, good job. We're going to get started with one of my favorite Christmas books. So first we're going to learn a really big word. Can you say hibernation? Let's break it down a little bit. Hibernation. 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 That's what animals like bears and porcupines and in some places some types of squirrels where they eat a whole bunch all warm weather long, all the time that it's warm. They eat and they eat and they eat and they eat and they eat, and kind of like us elves do at the North Pole. And they eat and they eat and they eat and they eat and they eat, and then all winter long they just sleep away. But there's one particular year that this one bear, his friends didn't want him to miss Christmas, which happens in the wintertime up here in the northern hemisphere. So, Bear Stays Up for Christmas by Karma Wilson and Jane Chapman. This is about the year that Bear didn't hibernate all winter long. Here we go. Oh, look, there he is, sleeping in his little bed. The day before Christmas, snuggled on his floor, Bear sleeps soundly with a great big snore. There he is. Bear, get up! Mouse shouts in his ear. We won't let you sleep through Christmas this year. There's little Mouse, and there's all of his other friends. His friends are all there gathered in his lair, and Bear wakes up. He stands with a stretch and a great big sigh. I hope I can make it. I do want to try. Don't worry, squeaks Mouse. Bear says, it's all right. We'll keep you busy all day and all night. There they are. He tries to lie down, but his friends all frown. So Bear stays up. Oh look, he's trying to use his cook pot as a pillow. That wouldn't make a comfortable pillow, would it? Come on, says Badger. Time to follow me. In the pine grove glen, there's a fine Christmas tree. So they stomp through the woods and they tromp down the track. They hoist up the tree onto Bear's big back. Oh, that's a mighty fine Christmas tree on Bear's back. He plods very slow as they trudge through the snow, but Bear stays up. Back at the cave, Gopher brews mint tea, and Mole pops corn to string upon the tree. Raven and Wren bake a fresh fruit cake, and the friends do their best to keep Bear awake. There they are, decorating the Christmas tree and getting everything ready. His shoulders start to stoop, and his eyelids start to droop. But the bear stays up. There he is. Oh, he almost took down the Christmas tree. They hang up their stockings by warm firelight and hum Christmas songs like "Oh, Holy Night." They cuddle and they sing as they wait for the sun. But soon all the voices fade to just one. A bright star glows while his good friends doze. But Bear stays up. There they are, all snuggled down, and see their stockings hung? Bear giggles and grins. He works and he raps. He bustles and bakes while everyone naps. He piles up presents under the tree, but who's that in the doorway? Bear doesn't see. Do you see who that is? He toils all night until the sun rises, making his friends their Christmas surprises. Just before dawn, looks at a big yawn. But he still stays up. So when Christmas arrives so lively and white, Bear's friends awake to a glorious sight. Presents and goodies are piled up tall. I stayed up, says Bear, just to share with you all. Look at everyone and their Christmas tree and all the presents and all the decorations. Oh, that looks like they're having such a good time. As his friends shout with glee, Bear lies by the tree, but he still stays up. Wren flies to the stockings and tweets out with cheer, besides our Bear presents, Santa's been here! When all the gifts are opened, there's one last surprise. Badger shows Bear a quilt just his size. Oh, look at how happy that makes Bear. Oh, that quilt looks so nice and toasty. Bear snuggles up tight and mutters, good night. Then Bear falls asleep. His friends tidy up and slip from their lair. They whisper, sweet dreams. Merry Christmas, dear Bear. There they all go. That was nice of them to clean up all the Christmas mess, wasn't it? The end. Now, do you know one of my favorite activities to do when you're in that much snow? It has a song that goes with it because there are bells usually involved. So everyone pretend like you've got some jingle bells in your hands, and we're going to sing jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. O'er the hills we go, laughing all the way. Ha, 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 bells on bobtail ring, making spirits bright. What fun it is to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Good job, good job. That That's one of the favorites around here. We love singing it as we ride through the snow in our off time up here at the North Pole. But do you know what one of every elf's favorite stories to read here is? It's this beautiful story, and this I think is the prettiest version. This is The Night Before Christmas, the classic edition by Clement C. Moore, illustrated by Charles Santori. This one is my favorite illustrations. I love it so much. Look at Santa's little nose. Here we go. 'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. Look at how beautiful that house is with all that garland. Ooh. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. There's all the stockings, and there's the cat fast asleep. The children were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. And Mama in her kerchief and I in my cap had just settled down for a long winter's nap. Oh, look at their beds. Their beds have canopies on them. I've never had a canopy bed myself, but that looks so nice and cozy and warm. When out on the lawn there arose such a clatter, I sprang from the bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters and threw open the sash. The moon on the breast of the new-fallen snow gave luster of midday to objects below. Oh, there they are outside. Let's tear open the other sash. Then what to my wandering eyes should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer? There they are. Oh, look at that. It's so pretty. I can't fit it all on the screen at one time. Okay, let's see what happens next. With a little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be Saint Nick. More rapid than eagles, his coursers they came. He whistled and shouted and called them by name. If you know their names, say them with me. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen. On Comet, on Cupid, on Donder and Blitzen. To the top of the porch, to the top of the wall. Now dash away, dash away, dash away all. So up to the housetop the coursers they flew, the sleigh full of toys and St. Nicholas too. And then in a twinkling I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound. There he is. Oh no, he woke up the kitty cat. He was all dressed in fur from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. Oh, there he is, just ever so slightly dirty. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack. His eyes, how they twinkled. His dimples, how merry. His cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. You see that? His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard on his chin was as white as the snow. The stump of the pipe he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke, it encircled his head like a wreath. There he is, using a candle, and look at that table. So pretty, so pretty. He had a broad face and a round little belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work, and filled all the stockings, then turned with a jerk. And laying his finger aside of his nose, and giving a nod up the chimney he rose. He sprang to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle, and away they all flew like the down of a thistle. But I heard him exclaim ere he drove out of sight, "Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night." The end. Now, in our story, we were introduced to some reindeer. Do you remember all their names? Let's think. You know Dasher, and Dancer, and Prancer, and Vixen, Comet, and Cupid, and Donder, and Blitzen. But do you recall the most famous reindeer of all? Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose, and if you ever saw it, you would even say it glows. All of the other reindeer used to laugh and call him names. They never let poor Rudolph join in any reindeer games. Then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, "Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight?" Then how the reindeer loved him as they shouted out with glee, "Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, you'll go down in history." Good job, good job. Now I'm going to teach you a kind of new song. This is one that the reindeer love to play and sing over and over and over again. And every time I have the little reindeer come to our reindeer story time, they just ask to do it over and over and over again. So I'm going to teach it to all of you. So you're all going to need to pretend that you're reindeer. So you're going to have your right hoof and your left hoof, and you make little fists like this so they look like little hoofs. You can use your feet too if you want to get up and dance around. And then when it comes to your antlers, you're going to spread your hands out really big and put them on top of your head, okay? And we're going to do the reindeer pokey, okay? Are you ready? You put your right hoof in, you take your right hoof out, you put your right hoof in and you shake it all about. You do the reindeer pokey and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. Woo! You put your left hoof in, you take your left hoof out, you put your left hoof in and you shake it all about. You do the reindeer pokey and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. Woo! You put your antlers in, you take your antlers out, you put your antlers in and you shake them all about. You do the reindeer pokey and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. Woo! You put your whole self in, you put your whole self out, you put your whole self in and you shake it all about. You do the reindeer pokey and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. Woo! Good job, good job. I hope you enjoyed that little reindeer song that all of our reindeer up here at the North Pole love singing and doing. Like I said, I'm Jaimee Jingerbread, one of the Storytime Elves from the North Pole. I'm so glad that you could join me today here at the Lewis County Public Library's Facebook page. We have at the library, if you're able to come in, little activity kits where you will be using all of the ingredients in the kits to make these little Christmas trees. And your Christmas tree doesn't have to look like the one in the page. You just use all the ingredients inside, and if you have ribbons or different things at home that you want to add into, you just glue them on there. And on the other side is a little song about Christmas trees. So I hope you can come by and pick one of those up. They're first come, first serve, and they'll be available right at the front door. But that is all we have time for today, my friends. I hope that you have enjoyed, and I hope that you have a very Merry Christmas. And so for now, goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends.